Square root. Example number 1. Find or approximate the square root of 72 to one decimal place. Now, you can remember the approximation method. First, we need to find the perfect square number that is closest to 72, or 72 is the number that 72 is closest to. In order to do that, we need to find two consecutive perfect squares where 72 lies in between. Now, if you look at the perfect square numbers, square root of 64 gives us 8, and square root of 81 gives us 9. So clearly 72 is in between. So that it means square root of 72 is greater than square root of 64 or 8 and less than square root of 81 or 9. Now, which one this is closest to? We think about like a number line. So we have a 64 and 81. Now we have 72 is somewhere here. So distance from 64 to 72, or 72 minus 64 is 72 minus 64 will give you 8. This one. And 81 minus 72 give us 9. Now, which number square root of 72 is closest to? 8 or 9? Clearly, it's closest to 8, but not so much. So, 8 and 9, in between 8 and 9, so 8.5 in the middle. So this is very somewhere we can assume that close to 8.5. So might be our guess is say 8.4. We don't know. Might even be 8.5 actually. I don't think we have to check 8.3, but we don't know yet. Let's see what we'll get. Now we want to check the accuracy of what we get. Say what is actually square root of 72 closest to. So 8.4 times 8.4 and say 8.5 times 8.5. So 8.4 times 8.4, I got 70.56. And 8.5 times 8.5, I got 72.25. So really we don't need 8.3 because it will be less than this one. So already the square root of 72 is in between these two numbers. And clearly this one is closest to 72 than this one. So therefore the one decimal place approximation for square root of 72 is going to be 8.5. Square root examples number 2. Find the first approximation of the square root of 564. So we need square root of 564. Now, first step is to find the perfect square that is closest to 564. Now, if you remember, 20 times 20 is 400. 25 times 25 is 625. So 564 is very close to this. Now, if you check 24 times 24, you will get 576. And so 564 is below that. Now, if you try 23 times 23, you will get 529. Now, clearly, square root of 564 is in between 23 and 24. So therefore, we can write this is greater than 23 and less than 24. Now, which one that one is closest. So we need to do the same thing like earlier. So we have here 529 and 576 and the number, our number 564. Now you can see 564 is close to 576. But to get a better feeling, we can look at this distance. 576 minus 564, I got 12. 529 to 564, I got 35. So it's close to 576 or 24. So we don't know which might be 23.8 most probably, or maybe 23.9. Let's check these two first and they go from there. Looking at square root of 564. So let's multiply 23.8 with 23.8 and also 23.9 with 23.9. Now I got over here 566.44 and this one I got 571.21. Now 566.44 is close to 564 than 571.21. Therefore, can we conclude that square root of 564 is approximately equal to 23.8? So what do you think? Now, if you notice that both 566 and 571 is above 564. So therefore, we cannot conclude without checking something below this number. So therefore, let's try this one. 23.7 times 23.7. If I do this, I get 561.69. Now, which one is closer? This one or this one? So we need to check it. So we get 566.44 minus 564 will give me 2.44. And this one, 564 minus 561.69 gives me 2.36. Now we can see here that 23.7 is a better approximation than 23.8. So therefore, square root of 564 up to 1 decimal approximation is equal to 23.7.